There's something I want to say slowly so it actually lands. Most people believe they're understood through what they say, but that's not where perception begins. You're felt before you're known. Before a word leaves your mouth, before you explain yourself, before you even decide how you want to be seen, something about you has already entered the room. And most people never pause long enough to notice that. So today isn't about performance, it's about awareness. We're taught that communication starts with speech, but there's a deeper layer happening first. Your nervous system speaks before you do. Your pacing speaks before you do. Your breath, your tension, your stillness, all of it's communicating constantly. People aren't reacting to your effort. They're reacting to your state. This is why sometimes you can say all the right things and still not be received the way you intended. And other times you can say very little and still feel deeply understood. The difference isn't effort, it's presence. Most people are unaware of this layer of communication, so they try to fix the wrong thing. They adjust their words when what's actually being read is their energy. Quiet magnetism begins here, not in what you add, but in what you stop overriding. Most people are subconsciously adjusting themselves in real time, trying to sound right, trying to appear calm, trying to be received well. But in doing that, they leave the present moment. And the moment you leave the present, your energy becomes scattered. And scattered energy is always felt. Not as wrong, but as unclear. So the real question isn't, how do I say the right thing? The question becomes, what is my presence communicating before I intervene? Because presence is already speaking before strategy, before language, before control. You don't need to become someone new to be magnetic. You need to become aware of what is already happening through you. When you stop interfering with your natural presence, something shifts. You become easier to read, not because you're more exposed, but because you're more coherent. There's less contradiction between what you feel and what you express. And people relax in the presence of coherence. Not intensity, not performance, coherence. That's what creates trust without effort. And you start noticing something subtle. You're no longer trying to be received correctly. You're simply being present and letting that be enough. So let this be the beginning of something simple, not a reinvention, a noticing. Before you speak, pause long enough so you can feel what's already present. Before you adjust yourself, observe what you're trying to correct. Before you perform, return to what's real underneath it. You're not learning how to be seen. You're remembering how to be felt without distortion. And from that place, you don't need to force presence. You become it.